Season 6 of the legendary StarLadder TV series. 16 top European teams, 120 season matches plus an epic LAN final voiced by your favorite shoutcasters. Watch the StarLadder TV matches using your Dota 2 client. Get an exclusive StarLadder HUD. Tickets on sale now.
Hello and welcome to day number 3 for StarLadder Season 6. We've got ourselves the QPANDAs, Radical Online Extremists, or RoX.KiS as we know them, and we will see one game between these two teams, but we will see these two teams more today than just this game, as we'll have 4 games today to look forward to. But first, we're going to focus on QPAD versus RoX.KiS, and I will not be casting this by myself. I will once again be joined by Kanaz. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. Hopefully we get actual games played today.
That would be preferable, yes. That would be amazing, and instead of a 12-minute game or no game at all. I mean, of the 4 games StarLadder has had so far, 2 has been less than 12 minutes. But for people watching that watched yesterday as well, if you watched QPAD versus Na'Vi, and you got the whole drama with there, etc. blah blah. The game is actually going to be rescheduled. QPAD and Na'Vi will still play. We don't know a new time just yet, but they will still play, just so you are aware, because I know a lot of you people would want to know that. And yeah, let's see. We have got QPAD picking up Shadow Demon. Are we gonna see a Kunkka? It's been a while.
It's certainly possible. I know they favor it pretty often, but Shadow Demon's kind of just become sort of first pick material again. He's always up there in the first picking phase, but even if you don't really pick something that really combos with him well, he's just such a great hero to have.
True, we'll find out soon, as we are already having RoX picking up and the Nyx Assassin and the Clockwork. As I said before the game, Yul prefers to play the Clockwork as a support Clockwork, but since it is a Clockwork, they have multiple options, so it's really, I really like this pick because it's very open. It leaves the board open, has, well, given them options, and QPAD will just have to guess what they want to do with it, and they're actually going to be taking into their bonus time. As far as bans go, we have the Lifestealer banned out, as well as a Gyro, IO, and the Bedrider, still leaving Magnus in the pool, Lone Druid in the pool, and I'm missing someone here. Who am I missing?
Keeper of the Light, maybe?
That one. Keeper of Light still in the pool as well, even though I don't think he pairs up that well with the Shadow Demon, actually.
It's pretty okay. You could still disrupt them, and it gives you time to channel the Illuminate, and you can get the Soul Catcher to make Illuminate do really big damage to one target.
That's true.
It's definitely not the worst, but it's very defensive support duo. They're not really going to be great at roaming, just because Keeper Light's pretty poor at roaming. And Shadow Demon's usually a good roamer, so a lot of times we don't see that get picked up unless the team is really bunkering down for a long game.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see more something like Leshrek for Jerix, as we know that he's been playing that. They are taking a very long time here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they want to go for. Usually you think, hey, Magnus is still in the pool, maybe they want to pick that up, but Magnus is pretty poor against Clockwork. That's one of, I think, the bigger reasons we see Clockwork get picked up a lot lately. He kind of shuts down Magnus pretty badly, and QPAD actually going with sort of a late game team. Lone Druid and Keeper of Light. A
lot of pushing power with that as well, and of course, I mean, you said it of the Magnus, and it just reminded me as well, of course, Magnus is the hero that's normally being played by Select. Select not here, Select still with his family in Seattle, so Kev is actually playing as a stand-in. For people that are wondering, Kev is actually just Kev. He is known as Kev, with the hyphen there as well, and it's a German player who used to play for teams. That's all I can give you. It was a long time ago at normal Dota, Dota 1, or at the start of Dota 2, somewhere around that, but he is no longer in a team, no longer wants a team, as far as I know, but he is standing in, so I'm not quite sure what role he's actually playing as, but we are going to see the Lone Druid, so pushing power with that, and as you said, Keeper of Light very strong with that Soul Catcher there. We have a lot of mid-heroes banned out by QPAD, with a Storm, with a Puck, and carries banned out by RoX as a Phantom Lancer banned out. They don't want to be facing that one, I don't blame them. Keeper of Light, Phantom Lancer, and the Juggernaut banned out now as well, as we know the Lone Druid Juggernaut combination.
Yeah, it looks like QPAD might be aware that RoX like to run the Clockwork as a support with these mid bans. Otherwise, you kind of estimate Nature's Prophet might end up in that mid lane. with Clockwork off, since Clockwork usually does play off lane for most of the teams right now. And Magnus actually finally coming out as a ban, last ban in the second ban phase.
You don't see that every day.
Not very often.
No, and with the Nature's Prophet for RoX, like you said, he is probably going to be taking on that that off lane role. And then with the Clockwork as support, so mid lane and carry also missing for RoX, but QPAD only banning out the Weaver as a potential carry ban. Probably because they don't want to be hurting themselves by banning out carries that they wanna pick up.
5 seconds.
But let's see which carry they want to pick up, and if they actually want to do it right now, or if they rather want to secure their mid lane, as we still have a Queen of Pain, for example, in the pool. And that's probably still one of the stronger ones that is still in there. With already banning out 2 of the counters for Queen of Pain, 1 of the counter at least, a puck.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, QPAD used to run, I think, a pretty similar lineup to this, maybe picking up like Void and Kunkka as the last 2 heroes. And they sent Void in mid, Kunkka off lane, but with the Bounty Hunter pickup, it looks like Lone Druid might actually be tri-laned. Unless they want Bounty Hunter in the mid lane, which is not usually how we see him played.
No.
But it's certainly possible.
And it's been a while since we've seen the Bounty Hunter as well. I mean, of course, he had a very long period where he was offlane over and over and over again. But then his track got nerfed and he just fell back and kind of didn't reappear up until now, from my point of view. And we're going to see him, hopefully, mean a lot to this game. Because if a Bounty Hunter is picked, it means that they want to go for a lot of kills. Because you want to have a lot of track kills. That's why you pick a Bounty Hunter up. Kills and Kunkka! I like it! So that's gonna be, Kunkka mid.
Probably Kunkka mid, Bounty Hunter off, and then the Lone Druid ends up in the tri-lane. They could also tri-lane the Bounty Hunter. It's a little awkward. Bounty Hunter really wants to get level 6 so you can get that track and start roaming and get the track kills. Because he doesn't do a ton beyond that. And getting the farm, like guaranteeing him the farm, usually doesn't do a ton.
You might see a dual lane with Shadow Demon Kunkka there, and Keeper of Light maybe just behind the Lone Druid or Bounty Hunter, as you said. But Bounty Hunter, yeah, he needs that level 6 real fast. We are going to be having global strats from RoX, though, I mean, and a Nature's Prophet and a Tinker. That's going to be a lot to deal with for QPAD, and they are really going to be having to shut down that Tinker to delay his boot to travel as long as possible. As we're probably going to be seeing the Tinker mid, but he could go on a safe lane, Nature's Prophet mid, and we might still have a potential for an aggressive tri-lane here, but they are the ones whose turn it is to pick right now. They have got 1 minute left, so they can take all the time in the world that they want to.
Yeah, they have a lot of time to really think about what they want to do. If they run the dual lane with Shadow Demon Kunkka in the mid lane, they can basically jungle Keeper of the Light with just rocking pulls as well as illuminating creep waves, so it's possible QPAD want to go for something like that. If they are confident Lone Druid and Bounty Hunter can both solo. And right now, RoX don't really have the strongest of heroes in lane for just setting up kills on something like Lone Druid.
Now they're very defensive.
It's possible. Yeah. But all of their heroes kind of want levels right now. Nature's Prophet, Tinker, Clockwork, all looking for levels. Nyx Assassin even as well wants to get level 6 so he can have that ultimate and start ganking. So I'm not sure, maybe that's what they want to do, and they're just confident they'll be able to get a little bit of advantage that way out of RoX.
10 seconds remaining.
Only a couple of seconds left. Maybe already knowing what they want to pick, discussing how they're gonna lane it, how QPAD is gonna lane it. Ooh, Treant! I like it! I like it.
That's another very defensive
pick, but it does
like,
make them, like, it might tempt QPAD at some point to dive, and then here comes the living armor, and you dove too far, and you're gonna get killed instead because survivability with the living armor. I kind of like it. It's defensive again, as you say, but it could work counter-aggressive.
Yeah, and QPAD, with this kind of lineup, you got to imagine they're going pretty hard on the aggression with Bounty Hunter, Kunkka. Even sort of Shadow Demon, Keeper Light kind of want to be doing something, at least in the early and mid game. And Tree's the kind of hero that's great at punishing that early aggression.
Yeah, well, let's see until everybody picked up their heroes. We are going to be seeing no real specific heroes picked up, as in no real surprises. We are going to be seeing for QPAD, we'll be Sing Sing playing his Kunkka, obviously, Mini on his Shadow Demon, Wagamama playing the Lone Druid, Jerax on the Keeper of Light, and Kev the stand-in is gonna be playing the Bounty Hunter, and I have the same bug once again where I cannot select anything, which is really annoying. What did I do yesterday? Did I actually restart my entire Dota? I guess I did.
I know you at least disconnected. I think you restarted the whole client.
Yeah. I don't want.
Unfortunately, you have a pause once again.
Yeah, let's just restart my Dota. I will let you talk in the meantime.
All right, well, look at who's playing what hero, and we can sort of guess what their lanes are going to be. It does look like Yol's on Nature's Prophet. Probably going to end up in the... Actually, it's hard to say. BZZ is playing Tinker, so he might be farming in the tri lane. You see a lot of Tinker players do this kind of lately. Make sure that they can get the Boots of Travel up on the hero as quickly as possible, just guaranteeing his farm. I think one of the biggest problem with that is that Tinker can't really do anything until he gets at least one more item after the Boots of Travel, whereas some of the other safe laners start being active a little bit more earlier than that, like Wagamama on this Lone Druid. For QPAD, if he gets Armlet first, and it's approximately the same amount of time for the Boots of Travel to come up, he can start pushing towers, whereas Tinker is just going to start porting around the map, trying to split farm and just build up some sort of advantage there. And the pause is done, so hopefully... Oh, you're reconnecting right now.
I'm reconnecting back in right now, so it should be perfectly timed, and I should be having... Yay, I have my cursor back! The only thing I don't have back is my HUD. There we go, HUD back. Cool. So, yeah, for RoX, did you just introduce them already, or did I miss that? I don't think so, right?
I didn't introduce the players, I just kind of talked about it.
Okay, I'll let you introduce RoX then.
Alright, so for RoX, we got Yol taking up the Nature's Prophet. He's still hanging out in the base, so it looks like he's just going to assume he's abandoning the offlane right now and end up jungling.
30 seconds
We have Dread taking up the Clockwork solo on the Nyx Assassin, BZZ on the Tinker, and finally Vanscore going to be taking up the Treant Protector.
Yeah, and it looks like yeah, we are going to be having Nature's Prophet into that jungle, and then Clock on the solo offlane. So they're just gonna dual lane this, and no support Clock. They're just gonna make the best out of their jungle and kind of get an advantage there over QPAD, because QPAD only can do that if they, as you say, roam that Keeper of Light, roam jungle Keeper of Light in a way. That's the only way they can try to catch up, but Nature's Prophet will be faster in the jungle regardless, so QPAD will get behind on farm if the rest of the lanes are even, obviously. Because, yeah, that remains to be seen. Lanes, as you said, go in the favor of QPAD, and they are running an aggressive tri-lane with a bounty hunter there.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to see that they're actually running the tri-lane with the bounty hunter. I guess it might be decent at trying to shut down the farm. They're going to run into Tinker. I'm not 100% clear on whether or not they're expecting that. But this tri-lane is a little awkward, and it keeps bounty hunter from getting level 6 as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I don't think they expected that. They just noticed Mini there, and of course they have the ward here. I'm not sure if they already caught out Jarex there, but I guess if they see Mini there, they're expecting Jarex there to be there as well. In the meantime, we do of course have a Nyx Assassin taking on a Kunkka in the mid lane. The mana burn is going to be really annoying for Sing, but he should be able to last it, and both should be able to stay alive, at least for now. Disruption, bottom lane, Illuminate as well. Can they actually take him down? No, Living Armor is there. And
yeah,
that laser.
Really well.
Yeah, look at Mini's HP. I mean, he just walked a bit in that March of the Machines, that's all. Already down to half HP.
Oh no.
Yeah, they were able to do quite a bit of damage to Tinker, but this is really the wall they're going to be facing. Vanscore is just going to keep spamming that Living Armor on BZZ. He's going to heal up.
Yeah, there it goes again. Illuminate. And well, we have to wait until that Soul Catcher is up on there, because I think then we're going to be able to see the big damage. And so far, BZZ is still quite confident in coming in fairly close of an experience range, and actually managed to take 3 last hits. But yeah, he is still on half his mana. He is doing just fine so far, as we have a big dive on the bottom lane. Dread with Living Armor, able to stay alive for now. But how long can he keep this up? He is actually forced away from his tower. Lucky for him, and no entangle just yet, and he pops the cogs, and he's going to be able to run. Has a salve as well if he wants to use it. Oh, do you really? Oh, do you? Why? Yep, Living Armor OP. He should be able to get out of this one. But that was very close, and the flare even almost kills off the small bear that is still level 2.
Yeah, again, the Living Armor is just so powerful against these early dives. Until you have a way to just really rip through those charges or something that does high damage. And they're actually diving, it looks like, in the bottom.
Yeah, March of the Machine's gonna try to prevent that. And it's actually Jarex that's taking a lot of damage. There's March of the Machines. It is really hurting them right now, and they don't have a Treant Protector, so they cannot heal up. In the meantime, also Solo taking a lot of harassment. Everybody taking a lot of harassment. The aggression on all the lanes is palatable, and it's actually QPAD that is laying down the harassment on all the lanes most of all. They are pressuring RoX, and they know they can because they have the aggression lineup, but they have to be careful because, as I said, that living armor can be counter-aggressive like real fast.
I think not at all.
Yeah, definitely. And so, QPAD, they're doing the best in the bottom right now with laying down their ass, but it's just a matter of time until they stretch themselves a little too thin. We see they're starting to run out of consumables, there's no real regen left on the supports, and that's when they're going to start running into trouble because the living armor is really just stopping them from getting anything done.
Yeah, where in a normal situation they would have already killed off that Tinker a couple of times.
I think in like a normal situation, he probably wouldn't have died, but it would have been because he would just never been this far up.
True, yeah. Yeah, he wouldn't have been as well, so he actually takes Illuminate here again as well. We do have Keeper of Light almost level 3, and that will of course get that level 2 Illuminate probably, and we also have got... Ooh, we actually got no Soul Catcher Mini sitting in the mid lane. No Soul Catcher, does have level 1 Shadow Poison and is looking for Solo. Has got the disruption, but Solo smells trouble, backs himself off, and is gonna be just fine for now. And looks like he is indeed gonna be continuing to be fine because Mini backs off. Sing in the meantime level 5, we also have the Nyx Assassin level 5. I think we can expect some rotations from Solo when he turns level 6. As,
he'll definitely be trying to set up a kill somewhere. BCC, low on HP.
Yeah, level 4 for him, but here it comes the heals, and Kev only level 3, so his Janata wouldn't have been enough damage for now, just yet anyways, but... aggression on all the lanes, oh, there we go, top lane, disruption, is there gonna be more dread? You need some entangled, he gets one of the entangle, living armor is gonna be there, two stacks of poison, that's gonna be a kill, that's first blood, Mini takes it home, and the TP in from Nature's Prophet gets cancelled. For a second there, I thought that with that living armor he would have stayed alive, but no.
If Fanscore were a higher level maybe, but he's still only sitting at level 2, so that's level 1 living armor. It still blocks 7 instances, but it only blocks 20 damage, so they're still hitting at least for more than that. And it does get the kill.
And the rotation of Mini proving to be, I was gonna say successful. He did this on purpose though, people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just wanted to go back to base, wanted to get full mana again, and so he can be back wherever he wants to be real fast with full mana. As we have a boat coming in up on Solo, Spike Carapace. Gonna be a bit off the mark, but the Impale will still make sure that Sing Sing is not gonna chase this with his double damage rune, by the way. So that would have been very dangerous. And even though Solo could have escaped with a Vendetta anyway. He has got his level 6. And the one downside of being a Nyx in the mid lane, of course, as soon as you're level 6 and you start going missing, everybody knows what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah, everyone will know that he's gonna start roaming, trying to set up kills. But at the same time, a lot of these heroes are kind of gonna want to be out. Wagamama probably the best target, unless he we see Solo buy some sort of reveal and try and go on Bounty Hunter. But he might not even need to rotate down there. Kev is not having a great time anymore now that the supports have left.
No, he's still only level 4, and as you mentioned at the start, I mean, he needs those fast levels, and of course the supports left because they wanted to give him that, but it does mean that he is already a bit behind on where he probably would want to be. We have got 3 people still in the mid lane though, looking for Solo perhaps, gonna be going for a Torrent. Here it comes a Tidebringer, Spike Carapace goes off, Soul Catcher will still be there, Illuminate misses though, but the disruption is still gonna be there. A boat comes in, and it is Solo that just vendettas himself away, goes for Mini instead, and tries to get him, can't get him though, and actually goes down to Mini himself. 4 stacks of Shadow Poison, that's not what you want to be having, and the boat debuff will put Mini on 1 HP, but that's so cool because it's a friendly debuff.
Yeah, he was out clean and he thought he could get Mini, but he forgot about the rum from the boat. And he ended up just throwing away his life. He could have just gotten out of there in the Vendetta. Not really the ideal way to use the Vendetta ultimate, especially at level 1, has a little bit longer of a cooldown, but you didn't have to feed a kill back.
At least he wouldn't have died, yeah. That would have been ideal, of course.
And while that was going on, I don't know if you noticed, but Kev actually died in the bottom lane to the Tinker.
I was wondering where the 2-2 came from, but that was an indeed Bounty Hunter. And BZZ is actually level 7 right now, with Kev sitting on level 4. Almost level 5, granted, but that's still a pretty big difference. We have got only 700 gold up on BZZ, but he does have boots and a soul ring. In the meantime, top lane is going to be some trouble. Dread is going to be getting some help from Yul. Wagamama now in some trouble, looking for that entangle. Illuminate coming in from Derek's trying to help out and does force them back. Can he get an entangle up on Yul? He's not even going to try anymore. He backs off And no kill happens on the top lane, even though both kind of tried.
Yeah, Living Armor is a pretty strong ability, but so is True Form for Lone Druid.
Yeah.
Makes him very tanky, especially early on. And those two heroes aren't really known for their burst damage, so they can't tear through that HP pool very quickly.
And mid lane, yep, Solo this time goes down. There was even a sentry ward just in case. But, oh, wow, double sentry wards. With the pink coming off. It's like, there was already
Jarek's
one
like,
down.
yo, what are you doing? There's a big one here.
Yeah. But that was, yeah, that was still a kill, so good one for them. Of course, with everything used, both super short cooldown, so they can actually do that. And QPAD, well, they need to take this game stage kind of for themselves, because this is the part where they are strongest. And at some point, that Tinker and Nature's Prophet is gonna make their life hell by split pushing, and they need to have an advantage by the time that happens.
Yeah, they're gonna have a pretty heavy split pushing lineup once things go on, but Bounty Hunter is the kind of hero that can punish split pushing pretty successfully. Nature's Prophet can get just picked off by a Bounty Hunter roaming in and getting with the track. As well as Tinker.
True. We're gonna see mid lane tower going down. QPAD pushing it on. Living Armor was there, but that's not gonna be helping for long. Only 7 instances with all those illusions helping out. It's gonna be off there very soon, and no deny in range from anybody. We do have Solo, level 7. We haven't really seen a successful gank from him just yet, purely because he has been sticking around mid, and probably also because, I mean, you already said it, like, it's tough to gank someone right now. Who are you gonna gank? Shadow Demon is already around mid, and you can't really take him down because you might go down yourself. Sentry wards all around. And Lone Druid is just very tanky. And Bounty Hunter is invisible. Well, there you have it.
And he's level 6 finally on the Bounty Hunter, so he does have the track now. We see him throw it out on BZZ. Probably not setting up any sort of kill, just wants to know where he's at.
Yeah, finds himself Vanscore, that's still level 4. But yeah, I think maybe at this point Kev will want to rotate. He's not really succeeding in stopping BZZ from farming. BZZ just needs 600 gold, and then he has got his Booted Trapple, and is actually going to be putting Kev in a bit of danger, but Vanscore comes in just slightly too late for the lead sheet. And he's going to be able to let Kev walk. But with Kev so low on HP, he might just go back to base and then roam to try and get kills elsewhere.
I think that's probably one of the better ideas he could have right now, is just walk back to base, teleport in somewhere, and try and set up a kill. But it looks like he's fearing himself a salve. He really wants to hang out down here.
Well, hope he's having a happy time there, because I don't think it doesn't look like it. Like, he's getting a bit of farm, you know, that's nice. But he's not getting the most out of, you know, the idea of being a bounty hunter. Track kills. That's what you want. That's what your farm should be based on, kills. Hero kills is way better than creep kills. As we have actually Dread rotating. I'm kind of curious to see what he's gonna do. He has got a ward. He knows that Sing is farming here. But Sing now also knows that, and he is gonna be walking away. It is nighttime. Or he had spider senses, actually. No, he saw the ward from the other side of the jungle, where actually Solo was entering. Came through the mid lane that way. And realized something was wrong. He's gonna be going bottom. Okay, okay, I guess that's fine as well. Kev, looking for Yol in the meantime. Oh, not gonna be able to do that much actually. And there goes also the Living Armor.
Yeah, Living Armor still an ability on the Radiant side.
Yeah, ooh, Courier, no, gets diverted. Kev still hanging around, only level 1 invisibility though, can't hang around for that too long. And we do have Jarek's and Sing on this bottom lane now as well, so they might be starting to look for a kill, maybe trying to shut down BZ a bit more, but they are already too late. Because the Booted Trap were already in hands of BZ, who miraculously dodged that.
Courier right then when it was passing by Kev. If he had managed to snipe that before it made it to the Tinker, that would have been a huge pick-off.
That would have.
That's what it was doing.
That would have been huge, yeah.
Yeah.
But nope, and
Initiation in the top lane.
oh, TP incoming. Dread has got Mini there. Oh, pause. Oh my god, the moment to pause.
1-800 Merlini?
Yeah, I think so.
Tactical pause?
I think so. Well, we are gonna see Wagamama coming back, and I think Mini is gonna go down probably regardless. But maybe they can take down Yol with it, because he's got a soul catcher up on him right now, and if that bear gets lucky with an entangle, Yol's gonna go down.
Yeah, I don't even know if they necessarily need the entangle. He has the demonic purge on him as well, the Nature's Prophet. So he's already slowed up. He's going to take a lot of damage from that. Just a couple of right clicks from the bear should be enough, and he's not going to have the teleport because he just used it to get in there.
Yeah, and bear got face boots and stuff. So yeah, Yol's gonna be dead. Mini probably too, because I don't think Dread is gonna leave him alone. And creeps are not helping Mini either. So let's see it. We have got a go again. There we go.
And Vanscore actually just used living armor on BZZ in the bottom lane, so they won't even have this.
That's gonna be Yol, and Mini actually still alive for now on 12 HP. Dread, he can't reach them, and the flare didn't kill him off. Shadow Poison up on Dread, looking for entangles, can't find it. Wagamama chasing it, but the TP from Solo will cancel that, and Mini actually staying alive. That actually was not what I was expecting, but kudos to him. They do take down Yol, as you said. He was a bit too much.
Yeah, once he had the purge on him, he was pretty much done there, and Shadow Demon dying for the free TP back again.
Yep. Gotta respect those free
Vanscore in the bottom lane, gonna go down.
Ooh, wow, that went fast. Was he still level 4? Yes, he was.
And it was a track kill too.
Nicely done. And might be resulting into a bit of a tower push here as well. Not sure if they can get it down, but nobody TPing in so far. Could be, of course, Tinker's job. He is farming the
Radiant's
Ancients.
top tower is under attack.
Trying to do what he can. And he TP stop rather than
Dire's
going
middle
bottom.
tower is under
Stopping the
attack.
bear from pushing a bit. In the meantime, we have got Sing Sing picking up Shadowblade for himself as another pause comes around. And with that Shadowblade, I mean, he's... oh, look at that. It's been a while since we've actually seen him do that.
He's having fun.
He's having fun, yes. Well, he is playing Kunkka, and I think that is one of his more favorite heroes. He can play a lot more aggressive now that he has a Shadowblade. He's been playing fairly defensive, but, you know, we can't really expect anything else versus the lineup that they're up against. With the living
He's
armor
been
and
just
stuff.
mostly farming, and he's having a pretty decent time. He's leading on the last hit board. He has his Shadowblade done, 13 minutes. It's not a bad time at all, especially after the phase boots.
Yeah, he's highest up on net worth as well, and even followed by his teammate Wagamama. So the top 3 has got 2 of QPAD in it. And Tinker is the second highest, or the highest rather, for RoX. And Tinker didn't have that great of a farm.
Yeah, he started getting a lot of last hits, and he was even getting some with March in the Machines while the supports were hanging out down there. I think that's really what forced them to just decide to leave. They knew they were never really going to kill him, and he was able to just kind of drop March in the Machines and hope for the best multiple times.
Yeah.
And
Well,
looks like Bill's
that's
reconnecting.
That's probably the whole game plan of RoX, though. Because they don't have this super hard carry late game that they can count on. No, they have to count on that split push potential and just defending and split pushing.
Yeah, definitely they're going to have to split push pretty hard as the game goes on, and I don't know how well that's necessarily going to work. The rest of their team isn't particularly great split pushing. Like, Clockwork and Nyx are both going to want to be ganking. Tree's kind of only useful in team fights as the game goes on. As well as, I guess, defending towers. Maybe they're going to be relying on living armor to try and stop Bear. I'm not sure I like that idea, but...
Well, you have to start somewhere to stop QPAD.
Yeah.
But about stopping people with living armor, I mean, Vanscore is still level 4 in this game, and of course that's the lowest level here, and it is actually quite a big difference if we look at the levels. The support levels of QPAD are lowest level 6. That's huge. Experience graph is not even that big of a difference, and we have got more pauses actually. Jeez. But yeah, I guess the reason for the experience graph not being that much in favor of QPAD is that the levels are more evenly spread on RoX for the other 4 that are higher than level 4.
Yeah, that's mostly just RoX kind of farmed more effectively their laning phase. They had a jungler. That's all it really comes down to. QPANDAs, they had 2 supports that were in lane. So even though, like, it looks bad because Vanscore didn't really do anything, he was just mostly pulling in the bottom lane. They still have the jungling Nature's Prophet, as well as the 3 effectively soloing heroes.
Yeah, and of course the aggressive tri-lane from QPAD in the end actually didn't really work out that well. I mean, they didn't really kill Tinker, and they didn't really manage to shut him down that long, because he still has his booted travel at 12 minutes it was, or something like that.
Yeah, I'm still not really sure why they tried to make an aggressive tri-lane around Bounty Hunter. He just isn't really that good at burst damage early. You need at least a couple points in Shuriken Toss to really do damage, and then Janata, it's a guaranteed crit, but it's based off your attack damage, so you need levels typically for that to really do anything as well.
And what do you not get on an aggressive tri-lane?
Typically levels.
Yep. Well, then that's something that they probably have to work on, but the other 2 lanes definitely in their favor, and I can't say that the bottom lane was a loss. It was more of a wash, kinda. And that's not bad either. So you win 2 lanes, 1 wash. That's all fair. Question is, how are they gonna deal with the split push? Because at some point it's gonna come. It has to come from RoX. We do have the Nature's Prophet, who's probably forced a bit as a semi-carry. He picked up his Hand of Midas. Other than that, we can't really see what he's aiming for.
I mean, you can kind of just guess it's going to be Shadowblade.
Yeah, but yeah, it kind of has to be if you want to split push. But I'm also meaning after that, because of course you need to split push. But the later the game goes, the more Yol has to also be able to go one-on-one against the Bounty Hunter. Because you already mentioned this, like, at some point, Bounty Hunter is going to be there when Nature's Prophet TP's in. He is a counter to split push, if he can gank. And that's when it comes into play, when that Nature's Prophet needs to be having good items to actually try and kill off Kev in return. And Shadowblade won't be enough, because of course the track will be there from Kev to counter that. You only have the movement speed left. Well, actually might get you out of range to get still a Sprout up on you. Never mind, you will still be able to see people in the Sprout if they have a track on you. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Still have the vision because of track. Nature's Prophet and Tinker, they both want to start pushing, but they can't. Is really the problem right now. Like I was saying earlier about Tinker as the farmer in the safe lane, he needs another item before he can really start doing anything. Either Blink Dagger or Force Staff or maybe even Ghost Scepter. He needs to be feeling safe. He can't just like port to a lane right now and be like, oh yeah, I'll just be able to teleport out if someone shows up. He's gonna have to grab something else if he wants to be involved in lanes. And Nature's Prophet with just Hand of Midas, he attacks kind of fast, I guess, but it's not like he does damage to a tower right now.
Yeah. And you probably want to have Blink Dagger up on the Tinker before anything else.
Either Blink or Force Staff. Either way, probably. Blink.
Well, the downside of the Force Staff is that if you Force Staff yourself into safety, basically, people see where you can go. While if you Blink, you're of course hiding yourself a bit more.
Yeah, definitely. But if you're expecting to be tracked whenever you get ganked,
yeah,
that doesn't matter so much.
Depends on how fast Kev is, because Kev, he has been stuck on this bottom lane the entire time.
Yeah, QPANDAs just not feeling like, I guess they have to roam and exert that pressure yet with the Bounty Hunter. They're winning in farm with both their carries, the Kunkka and the Lone Druid, so maybe they're just feeling like, yeah, whatever, we can have him just sit down there and soak up some XP.
Yeah.
Not feeling any pressure right now.
Well, they probably aren't feeling any pressure, as you say. I mean, they are ahead, they probably know it. The question is, when are they going to act on it? And what are they going to use the Shadowblade for? Well, as in, when are they going to use it?
It's hard to say. If they ever get in a team fight, just the burst damage off of the Tide with Shadowblade, obviously very powerful. Definitely a thing that you would want in the team fights, and also Ghost Ship is incredible just because of the rum. But I don't know if they're ever gonna actually get the team fights that maybe they want.
And they have to go for those ganks. Maybe they even have to wait until they make RoX believe it's safe to split push, but that's really tough because RoX know the situation that they're in right now. But maybe they're gonna go 5-man Dota at some point. We don't know. It's a long pause, by the way. Why are they paused? 2 to 3 minutes. I don't know when it was actually said.
I think it was said 2 to 3 minutes ago.
Well.
It was a while ago now. I saw it come up, but it's been a little while by now. It's kind of hard to tell how long pauses are. It always feels like it's been like 20 minutes.
I'm actually just looking, and I'm actually quite surprised with the gold per minute of the Nature's Prophet. It's very low. Like, it's lower than the Bounty Hunter, who basically didn't get that much bottom. And Nature's Prophet has got a Hand of Midas. How did that happen?
Well, usually Nature's Prophet doesn't have a particularly high gold per minute early in the game, because he doesn't get Hand of Midas that fast. He's not a really fast jungler or anything. He's a very safe jungler. So like, you put him up to, say, Enigma, who jungles significantly faster, probably about twice as fast. The thing is, he can always get that Hand of Midas, and then he can use it to just sort of transition to a semi-carry role as the game goes on. And usually we see the gold per minute just kind of jump up very quickly once he has that Hand of Midas. And he's also died at least once. He got killed once in the top lane. He's tried to help out several times in lanes and hasn't actually gotten any kills or assists doing that, so all of that slows it down as well.
Yeah, I guess in terms of the kills, there were only 8 kills in this game. I say only, but I know we've seen some games over the last couple of days that had a lot less.
We've seen some that had a lot more.
And we've seen some that had a lot more as well, yes. A game yesterday comes to mind. Even though it was a 12-minute game, there were a lot of kills. Fnatic versus Mouse. Oh, someone's painting a duck. Minnie is painting a Donald Duck! Oh my god. Minnie the artist. Because he's revealing what's on his mouse pad.
With your line art so that when you get in these pauses you have something to do.
Yep, that's true.
What's he drawing next? We're playing Pictionary, right?
Okay, it was a Donald Duck before. This looks like a
maze? I don't
pants.
Nothing?
I see pants.
Just a bunch of straight lines? Maybe maybe it's just nothing right now. It's kind of hard to tell since the lines don't stay.
Yeah. Looks a bit awkward. Well, you know what they should practice? And this was on Reddit at some point, where a guy drew a laughing anti-mage head in one go, and it was visible on the screen still as well.
Oh yeah, it was like 3 people doing it at the same time or something?
No, it was one person. It was only one color, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was multiple. Maybe I don't remember. It was
Really?
a couple days ago. I feel like it was a couple different colors.
I remember only pink. But it was a while
possible.
back. Like a month ago.
Oh, alright. Maybe I just saw it recently. You have
Yeah.
3 minutes left. Ah,
Leafed.
Gil's back though.
You have 3 minutes left. You have to say
Oh
it
yeah,
properly.
it's true. It's leafed. Excuse me.
Well, we have got everybody back again, and RoX say go, and the lines will probably soon stop. And there we go again. There was no kill about to happen on the map, and we basically overanalyzed everything. I feel like to our capabilities. So let's see. Oh, there we go. Smoke up, Mini and Sing looking for a kill. We have got the Shadow Blade, we've got the Disruption, the Demonic Purge.
And we have a track tree in the bottom
Oh,
lane.
we have a track tree. That's free gold right there. Dread already standing by though. They could try to kill him off as well. Sing would actually be blocked if he walked that way. Illuminate flying through, but they can't find him. They don't see Dread still. Oh, now they see him. Hello. Disruption. Soul Catcher. Torrent is gonna hit as well. Shadow Poison giving some vision, and Illuminate to seal the deal. It is Jarex that picks up the kill, and now Vanscore. Demonic Purge flies. Kev is gonna be able to stay alive. Vanscore, is he gonna be that track kill? Yes, he is. 2 kills for QPANDAs. They're gonna be finding Solo here. Torrent doesn't hit Solo, goes for an Impale, hits it up on 2, managed to get a kill with that on Mini, and it is gonna be Wagamama that actually TP'd bottom as well. Now Tinker comes in. Martian Machines, no fun is had, and everybody is forced back again.
Yeah, the problem is they didn't really kill any of the heroes they needed to, like the Nature's Prophet or the Tinker. Set up into that push. The Lone Druid came down here, and if they had maybe grabbed Tinker with one of those kills, they definitely could have just taken that tower, but with its stance now, they just have to get back.
They only ended up getting, of course, the 2 that were there to begin with. Of course, the Clockwork as well as the 3. It were 2 track kills, so that's nice. But was Wagamama actually in time for at least one of those? Because it felt like he came a bit late.
He might have been there, I think he was there in time for the tree kill. He wasn't for the Clockwork.
Because that's, you know, it's costly to remove him from the lane.
Is under attack.
Yeah, he could. That's time that he could have been up here farming, and he might have actually been more effective if he just stayed up here. He probably could have gotten the tier 1 top down.
Yeah, I think so too. But, well, gone bys are gone bys, and Wagamama is still going to be able to continue his farm. I mean, so far he's still doing really well. He's still on the top 2, and Cupid is in a position where they can afford these kind of rotations, even if they don't get the max out of it, as long as they don't massively lose those rotations, which so far hasn't happened yet, as Sing is going to send some Treants on their way, and is going to actually clear out 4 of them. Free gold!
So much free gold.
So much free
And
gold.
Cupid are definitely ahead now, but I don't know if being inefficient about their play is really what they can afford to do, because the split push will come from RoX, and it will be pretty
Dire's
disruptive
middle
to their
tower
plan,
is under attack.
and it's just a matter of time. They need to really make the best of it, and he's, like I said, Lone Druid's doing pretty well. He's up at the top, but no one's really farming particularly well in this game.
No, everybody's taking their time. I guess maybe, well, you know, there's no hard carry. Maybe they're just not worried and they think, you know, we'll win late game anyway. But as you said, I mean, they have to worry about split push. We're gonna have to see how RoX is gonna handle that, though. I mean, RoX, after not making it through the Western qualifiers, they have been at a bit of a low in terms of performance for the games that we've seen after that, but you know, that's to be expected. And who knows how they're dealing with these kind of games? What kind of state of mind
picks up his floating dagger now.
Ah, that's gonna be good for him. He's gonna be able to get away with that. He has been tracked though, but he is gonna be just fine, it seems, even though we do have a rotation, but he's already gone again. TP'd himself out. And also Solo picking up a blink dagger, and now and that will allow him to be a lot more aggressive. He's got his level 2 Vendetta up. And maybe we're gonna see a bit more from QPANDAs, as they actually have 4 heroes around this bottom tier 1. They're gonna be at least taking the tower.
It looks like RoX are just kind of giving it up. They're dropping living armor on to make the push take as long as possible, but it doesn't really look like any heroes are planning on going down there.
Maybe they can take something in return, though. BZ is gonna push out middle lane, top lane is gonna push out a bit, but of course Wagamama is still hanging around there. I don't think they're gonna be able to take down any tower in return for this one.
I'm not sure. I think they probably get mid unless someone from QPAD rotates basically now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Wow.
And top is going to get in trouble as well, and it looks like that's the one they're going to choose to defend.
Yeah, RoX TP's out. X marks the spot up on Dread, though. He's going to stick around. Torrent up on him as well. Does what he can before he goes down, but it's a track kill for Cupid nonetheless. But like you said, tier 1 middle is going to drop. Not going to get denied. Wagamama TPing in, and he is going to go down here. He just TP'd himself into his death, and nobody else there to help out of his team. Like, team? No.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he thought was going to happen. Maybe he didn't know Solo was there with the Vendetta.
I think he was visible, wasn't he?
He used Vendetta to hit him, but I think he was just standing around the lane. Like, I think Wagamama knew there were 3 heroes there, maybe thought he'd be okay. Regardless, he gets punished.
Yeah, punished hard. We are going to be seeing Solo coming back out top, though. Almost able to pick up Mini. The Rockets will finish it up. As we also have Jarex actually taking a lot of damage from that Spike Carapace with this Illuminate. But QPAD back off after losing 2 heroes in quick succession of each other, losing a tower with that as well. Of course, they defend their tier 1 top, so that's nice. But towers so far, only 1 tower difference. Not that big of a difference. And this is where it starts to get ugly, because BCZ is just going to force QPAD to continuously be on the move and rotate and move and rotate and move and defend and move. And RoX can do that way better than QPAD can.
Yeah, so like I was saying, the Blink Dagger's up on Tinker now, and that's when he feels safe to split pushing. And we can see him just going from lane to lane. Wherever QPAD aren't, that's where he's going to be, trying to just force them, anyone, to defend a tower. Otherwise, they're just going to take it.
Yeah, and they'll end up in QPAD playing RoX's game. And the question is, will QPAD force RoX to play their game again? Because that is what they need to do. Wait for a gank, set up a gank for BZZ, kill him off. And then force out your own pushes up on your successful ganks. Preferably on both, and the Nature's Prophet and the Tinker, but at least one of those.
Yeah, definitely. We see Wagamama now has the armlet up on the bear. It's not really the fastest armlet time, and he doesn't have much gold beyond it. But he needs at least 1 more item, I think, so he can start pushing towers. And then QPAD just kind of have to, I think, run up maybe middle lane or wherever, just start taking towers out and forcing RoX to react to them. Otherwise, they're going to get split pushed out of this.
In the meantime, Dread is going to be attempted to be saved by the living armor, but that's not going to be possible. Solo, though, coming in for Jarex, and oh, Jarex, where are you going? Place some ward, but you're so dead. You're so dead. And Mini going to be going down as well. You're coming in, and Kev is going to be the only one left alive. As, well, hope the ward was worth it.
Yeah, he ran in there and tried to ward, and they're probably gonna. I'm not sure if they know he warded, or maybe just thought he was going in there to TP out or something. They know he walked in there.
Yeah, yeah, and then, you know, it has to have been for a reason, because you don't do that out of your free will when you don't think anybody else is around. But they don't counter ward it. They're okay with it. And we do have the Shadow Blade, of course, up on Yol.
Yeah, pretty standard, I think, at this point. He should probably go for Shadow Blade. I'm not sure what he's going to want to pick up next. We see Orchid kind of come up rather often. I don't know if he really needs it this game. There's no one on QPANDA's side that's really great against. I feel like Nature's Prophet probably gets paired up against Lifestealer a lot as of late, and that's why we've been seeing a lot of Orchids coming out. But he has a lot of options. He can also just go for a Desolator if he wants to try and push towers.
Oh, looks like Solo is gonna be in some trouble. Spike Carapace comes in, but the boat will be there for Sing to take another kill. And these kind of pickups are actually quite, of course, quite useful. They're not really track kills though. Kev is nowhere to be found. Vanscore doesn't have Nature's Guys, can't really escape this. Dude does what he can to at least delay his death, but yeah, that's still gonna be a double kill for Sing. The only question is, why aren't they track kills, and what is Kev doing? He's actually building his BKB. He's trying to hold back the middle lane, but he's not really counter pusher 1-on-1. Kinda, that's the job of JerAx in this game. So I kind of feel like they're missing some track kills here.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Kev is just kind of off on his own, farming lanes, wandering, not being involved in the kills. You kind of expect he'd be the hero they want involved with the kills the most, and maybe see Sing Sing farming with the Kunkka, but they probably can't get the kills without Kunkka at this point.
True.
As he has a lot of their burst damage. So maybe that's the trade-off they have to make. He's building a BKB of his own, actually much closer than the Bounty Hunter, it looks like, or about the same.
About the same. We have got a Gem of Truth set up on Mini, by the way, so that will help keep Solo in track.
Yep, and here comes the Roche attempt. They have that gem, so they know there's no wards hanging out near this Roche pit. They know it's free for the moment, and that ward finally gets killed off. That Keeper Light died to place.
Yeah, we do have a RoX knowing that this is going on, though. They landed a flare. The question is, are they going to do something about it? Mini, a lot of trouble. Rockets go off. Torrent up on Solo. He is tracked up, and he will be brought to justice, and it will be BZ that tries to do what he can still with the Marching Machines. Gem of Truth set on the floor. Gets picked up. That was actually Vanscore's gem, so interestingly enough, two gems on the board, as we still see Dread going down in the mid lane. Because the gem on Mini is still there. And that was actually his, yes. Cool.
Yeah, I think that was Solo's gem.
Oh, yo, what are you doing, yo? Oh, that's what he's doing, going for Kev. Kev, a lot of trouble. And that's gonna be Kev going down. Vanscore now with an overgrowth, hits a Mamaga Mama. Vanscore gets an entangle in the face, goes down. Solo running for his life again. And he is gonna go down again. Gem on the floor. Again. And that's gonna be 3 for 1. That was RoX just, I don't know what they were thinking actually. What were they thinking?
I'm not sure why they hung around. They got the kill on Bounty Hunter. Maybe they were hoping they could just get one free kill and back off, or even take some sort of fight. But of course, QPANDAs were all still around there. They knew it. The real problem that QPANDAs faced, though, is they didn't really kill the heroes they needed to. Once again, Tinker and Nature's Prophet both getting a kill and then getting out of the fight.
Yep. That's of course the power of those heroes, I guess, especially with the mobility that now the Tinker has. And maybe RoX were aiming at more Marching Machines, because Tinker at some point was out and wasn't able to help his team anymore. But still, I mean, even though QPAD, well, they didn't kill off the heroes that they should have, but they did kill off Solo twice. And that's a big hero to shut down right now.
Definitely. It's not, I'm not saying they lost the fight or anything, but they're, while it's going on, they still keep getting pressure. They're not really making any headway into taking another tower. And they have this Aegis now, maybe they'll try and force something out with it. They actually gave it to Waga, I assume. Yeah, Waga has it. They have 2 gems now.
Yeah. Gems for everybody. And I think it was a pretty fresh gem from Vanscore as well, right?
Yeah, they actually put 1 gem back on the courier, so they'll have a backup gem in case they lose this one.
Yeah, and the 6-minute cooldown on the gem for RoX, so if they want one, they have to take it off Mini, who doesn't have it anymore, actually.
Yeah, it's on one's on Wagamama, the other is on the courier.
Okay. In the meantime, we do have on the top lane Sing Sing maybe trying to go for Solo. Could still be trying to go for this. Doesn't have a boat, but Vendetta will make sure that Solo gets away. No mana for a boat, unfortunately for him. He does have his BKB after last fight, but the same goes for Kev. I mean, they got a lot of gold from that previous fight. We have the 4-staff up on JerAx as well. And as you already said, we do also have the Assault Cuirass up on the bear.
And Tinker has his scythe.
Ooh, that is gonna be like...
That's a pretty big deal, and it looks like Nature's Prophet is going for 1 as well. He's about 2,000 gold off, a little bit less still. But once these scythes are up, it's gonna be an issue.
BTZ here on the top lane trying to do what he can to stop the bear from pushing in. This is the push that we were waiting for, but it's not really amounting to much just yet. Not with BTZ just spamming March of the Machines here. And the bear is actually gonna get dropped here. Nope, not sticking alive. 15 HP. Cogs coming in. Disruption trying to help out. Blinding light actually blasted to the other side, and Dread, he's gonna get tracked and voted, and Mini takes the kill. Vanscore coming in, lands an overgrowth only, hits up on the bear, Impale up on 2 and a bear. Solo running himself out after that. Tower still standing, that's okay. Entangle up on Solo, and that's gonna be Solo still going down. Track kills all around as Kev came into play. We have got a 9 to 17 kill score. Will the tower go down is the question though?
It looks like the tier 1 top will go down, but they're going to lose the tier 2 mid as well. Actually, Yol porting into that mid lane with the Nature's Prophet, and look, Phil deny it. But he still forces a tower down in the midst of that, and then Yol ports top lane.
Yeah, and we are going to be seeing Yol here trying to sprout up Sing. Sing getting turned into Piglet, going to be using Shadow Blade to get away, and then Entangles hits on BZZ. This is a big kill. Killing off the Tinker. Bounty Hunter gives his life for that. Vanscore goes down as well, but Tinker going down. That was actually the first time that he died.
Yep.
And that might result in something more, but it looks like RoX is not too worried about no Tinker on the board, because they're just going to try to kill off Wagamama, who's left to his devices. Mini coming in with the DD rune. There's going to be Demonic Purge up on Yol. Disruption up on the other. And Mini gonna be able to keep his teammates safe because he gave the time for Wagamama to TP himself into safety. Maybe Mini will still go down for this though, as there's gonna be a hook shot for Dread, but nope.
And it looks like Yol recovered one of the gems at some point during that fight. He now has Mini's gem, and Wagamama has Vanscore's.
Well, Mini did die. We actually have the courier going down in that massive fight as well.
Yeah, I'm not oh, did the... I'm still
the
not
dire courier died.
When the courier dies, does it drop the gem? Maybe
Yes.
that's what happened.
When the courier dies, it drops the gem.
So they must have picked off the courier, and he got the gem off of it there. Because I don't think they would have put the gem on another hero. There's no real reason to have 2 of them in the midst of the team fight. It's just kind of asking to lose it, give it back. So if Yol picked off the courier somewhere, he probably just stole the gem off of it, which is a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, it's a good hero to have it on as well, and Nature's Prophet hasn't really died too often, only died once. He's going to be having his own hex soon as well, as the bear tries to do what he can to eat and through the Marching Machines and through the living armor. And now it's going to be having Tinker TPing in again. I mean, this is just the way it's going to be. Slow pushing, slow sieging, which is really tough to do against Nature's Prophet. From the side though, QPAD thinking about going in, finding Dread. There goes the X mark the spot. Dread gonna be locking himself inside his cogs, but the boat flies in, and that's gonna be Dread going down. Mini with the Shadow Poison as Solo comes in. 2-man Impale. Doesn't matter. BKB dot on Sing looking for those splashes. You're gonna be finding Vanscore. That is him going down. Tinker going down on the side as Kev lands the last hit on that one, and that is gonna be a tier 2. And this is still the big man push that QPAD should have been doing, as we as you actually said already, and they are doing it pretty nicely, I'd say.
Yeah, they basically just had to pick a lane where they want to fight and try and push as far through it as they can. That's what they're doing, and we see it going pretty well. It's the best way to punish RoX for having this really split push heavy lineup, and here goes Solo probably in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, Spike Carapace does what it can. Actually does a lot of damage still with the 2-man Impale and the mana burn, but still goes down as Dread gets himself alive there again. Yeah, Bear only cares about that tower though, but now is stuck. Stuck there. Oh, he's fine. Hook shot in, Mini! Trouble. Does have a disruption, but does he actually want to use it? Jarex in some trouble, is gonna pretend he's not there. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
No longer can't pretend that. I think that was actually...
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I think it was actually an accident. Or accident, I mean... Yul just wanted to make trees, he didn't know that there was someone there. That's quite funny.
Yeah, he's just summoning trees casually. It's like, whoa, heroes.
Ooh, heroes and super low HP. I'll take that.
Blink Dagger picked up on Shadow Demon. That's a pretty aggressive pickup.
Yeah, as Joel actually gets his side of Ice ready, and now as well. QPAD,
yeah,
they're still doing what they should be doing. The question is, how long can RoX hold on to this one? Because as we saw, I mean, you have the Marching Machines and the Living Armor. That Bear is going through a tough time.
Yeah. He's picked up a Demon Edge on the Bear as well now, so he's going to have that to deal more damage, but the Bear dies very quickly in these fights.
Yeah. And at least there's gonna be MKB then to make sure that at least the laser from the Tinker isn't also there to stop him from attacking.
Right, I was just going to mention that the laser actually is the biggest deal coming up from the Tinker. He's always using it on the bear, and the bear just can't deal damage to towers while it's going on. So that MKB, when it comes up, will be a pretty big deal for taking out these towers faster.
Yeah, it will definitely help. But as you said, I mean, he is still going down fairly fast from all those. But from all that harassment that he just gets up on top of him with the Martian machines stacked on each other, it's really tough. I have to say though, QPAD is doing a good job defending their own towers. I mean, the mid lane is completely gone, but the top and bottom lane are still standing strong.
Yeah, they're actually not really ahead on towers by that much, only up by like 2. And they have a lone druid that, you know, has been pushing towers pretty effectively. The split push kind of working decently, but they're keeping it up for now. They still have their tier 1s in the top and bottom lanes.
It's kind of funny though, because when you say split push, and I normally, when I think about split push, I'm thinking one team is top, someone is split pushing bottom. And that's normally the case. But this time, split push bottom and top not happen, only mid. I guess RoX is going for that point that at some point they're going to be able to pick up Rax mid if they continue like this, because right now going for tier 1s might just take a bit too long.
It's possible. It'll depend really.
That's where the blink dagger comes in handy. But Dread, he shuts himself in. Got a bit over over his head. Gonna take a boat. They're gonna probably be going down with a track there as well to help out. As also BZZ actually went down to Mini in the meantime. A torrent up on Vanskor, can't get away. A crit coming off from Sing Sing. He's got his deadless shows. Double kill for Sing. Godlike Kunkka. Tower goes down, and they will be able to see solo, right? Do they have still a gem?
Yeah, I think it's from Wagamama. No, actually, it's not. They give it to someone else.
Mini has it. Mini has it. But Mini is defending top.
Yeah, that's somewhat unfortunate, but it's not really the biggest deal, and they're going to start hitting this tower now.
Yeah. Slow siege. Slow siege is. Oh wow. BZZ taking so much damage from the Tidebringer.
Yeah, Kunkka has just gotten a little too big for them to deal with. He has the BKB, so the size aren't the greatest against him. And yeah, with the Dialis, he does so much damage. You can just see him getting kills in the top lane too.
Yeah, and this is what I really like. Like, okay, you know what? Sing thought, you know, I'll TP top, kill off Yol, kill off the Nature's Prophet, and I'll just get recalled to be back in the bottom lane like nothing ever happened. As Solo is there as well with an Invis. Actually saves his own life with that one, because, you know, no gem just yet, as we're going to be seeing a Hex being turned up on Sing. We already have Jerix dropping, maybe they can do more. BKB get turned on by Sing. Can he turn this around just by himself? Wagamama here as well. Boat comes in. Sing sprouted up. Can't do anything against this. And it is actually looking pretty bad for Sing. Disruption coming in from Mini to save the day. Yul is going to be going down. Sing as well though. At least he landed one final blow to kill off that Nature's Prophet. Demonic Purge up on BZZ, trying to TP himself out. They're gonna be getting a Shuriken toss to stop the TP, and in comes Cav and Mini to take down the kill, as they also take down the Nyx Assassin. And Dread and Vanskor on the run. Vanskor gonna get tracked up. Dread's gonna stick around with Wagamama to be taken down there, but Vanskor gonna be not taken down. Buyback from Solo. Impale there as well. Vanskor looking to be tanky enough to take this. And they might be able to turn this round. Oh, in comes Wagamama looking for those entangles. Look at that damage from that bear. An unstoppable double kill Wagamama. I think we might have a GG incoming.
Yeah, they're decent at surviving what Mini and Kev are really doing here, but Wagamama is just kind of out of their reach when there's just a couple heroes left alive.
Yeah, and then the buybacks are now haven't happened as well. There's no one left to buy back for, at least apart from the Clockwork, but by himself, Dress cannot do anything. And they lose one set of racks. They can't rotate middle because it's here, 2 towers still standing. Could have rotated top, but everybody almost back alive again from RoX. More importantly, it's of course Tinker that's almost back alive again, so rotating out of there. But this fight, like, it started with the push on top, right? And for a gold graph, it was around to 5k in favor of QPAD, and with that basically siege for last 15 minutes, 10 minutes, they have now got 20k gold in their favor. Experience graph 25k, and Roshan is up next.
Yeah, and actually, you talked about Scene got the last splash off to kill advanced score, I think, in that last fight. He also killed himself with that splash, actually, on the Nyx Assassin Spike Carapace. That's how he ended up dying.
Ah, that's you know, that's pretty painful, but he ended up buying back. Bit late, actually.
Yeah, I think he waited for just till he had the gold for it. Maybe, I'm not sure. Or maybe he didn't think he needed to be in the fight and waited until Keeper Light had his ult back up or something.
Yeah, it was actually the first time he died. That was quite surprising. We do have BZZ. I'm not sure if he's he blinks away. He's gone, realizing he would have been in trouble.
Yeah, he's forced to play really cautiously right now. He knows he's pretty far behind, and if someone ganks him, he's kind of just screwed.
Yeah, and of course, right now QPAD can split push all they want as well, because that recall from Jarex will just keep coming. And there comes the recall already again, Mini being brought to mid lane as they're gonna try to take the last tier 2 tower still standing on the map.
Yeah, they should be able to take it, yeah, basically completely free. The lone Druid Bear takes a lot of damage from the March of the Machines, but at this point, he's like, whatever, I'll just stand it there. I'm gonna get a tower out for my trouble. And has the resummon anyways, so not the biggest deal, but he's probably not gonna want to use that resummon unless he has to.
Well, looks like we're gonna see BZZ in a bit of trouble, gets marked a spot, but his Ghost Scepter actually helps him out. Bear goes down, will be resummoned in just a moment most likely, there it is. And gets the miss on him straight away.
Yeah, a lot of damage going on there on the Baron. You can see it turn into a pig, hit by a laser. One goes down, but he has
But he does have the MKB right now, so lasers won't hurt him now. Well, will hurt him, but he won't be missing anybody anymore. Yo! And there comes Dread to save the day. Torrent still hits upon Yol, and he still goes down. Kev coming in there with this BKB, now looking for solo. Will be able to get him with the shuriken toss. Gonna be setting his eyes up onto BZZ. That was a bit too much. He goes down for his troubles. As BZZ is gonna be disrupted. No TP. 50 meters for you, as he was very close to his base regardless. Dread gonna be forced away into his base, further into his base rather, as the bear actually no resummon now. 70 seconds without a new bear for Wagamama. Blink away from BZZ to the high ground. Of course the track is up, but I don't think they can find him anymore, or at least they can't catch up.
He changed back to Druid form so he'd have the move speed.
Yeah, that's still a kill. I was gonna say that. Yeah.
He wanted to be faster so he could keep up, so he actually changed the range form. He had that one ranged attack to get the kill on the Tinker. It's a pretty good play. Most players kind of forget, I think. They can change the range form after 20 minutes.
It's like RoX, they haven't had enough just yet. Dread trying to do what he can will be going down. It is 14 to 37.
And since they're buying a ton of time here, and because Wagamama doesn't have the bear, this tower push takes a lot longer than it normally would.
Yeah, and I guess that would be fine normally, but it is actually like, there's no split pushing going on right now.
Well, yeah, obviously, just the Nature's Prophet was dead, and Tinker was dead. So there's not a lot that they could do about it. They're waiting for Nature's Prophet to respawn. But at this point, they have a hole in their bottom lane where it's pushing in constantly. They've lost almost their tier 3 tower, both mid. Oh, I guess top is back to full health, I forgot. That's the real power of Treant Protector at this point in the game. When living armor doesn't really become useful against heroes, it's great on towers.
Yes, we're gonna be seeing Kev just taking down the Nature's Prophet. Dust being popped. He's gonna get recalled though. Jarex to the rescue.
Yeah, there's a buyback up on Yol this time. It was on cooldown last time. Probably doesn't want to use it, but at least he has it.
Jarex again to the rescue. Will it be enough? I think it is. Jarex just saved Kev twice.
Yeah, Kev is playing pretty aggressively here.
Yeah, compared to how we saw in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, definitely. But he keeps getting pickoffs on Yol, and these are huge kills for him to be getting. If Nature's Prophet's down, they don't really have to be too worried about getting split pushed or anything while they're trying to take these tier 3 towers.
Yeah, and if they do have one lane split pushing out, we already saw what happened then. Someone will TP top and will get recalled by Jarex after the push is over. If the push is stopped. We do have the tier 1 tower mid being healed up to full though. QPAD, and actually taking a break from their siege. Maybe waiting until that bear is up once more. That's probably what they want to have, just to have 2 bears again. Oh dear, what do you think Wagamama is building?
Does he have another
Demon Edge? And he already has got...
And he has a Daedalus and a...
Yeah.
Probably another Daedalus.
Probably not.
It's gotta be, right? It can't be rapier.
Rapier on the bear.
You don't buy rapier on bear?
No. You should not buy rapier on bear. Lesson learned. Oh, but what do you think Kunkka is building?
Rapier.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't even have to look at his items. That's what he's going for next. There's no way he goes for anything else at this point. He has the Helmet of the Dominator, Daedalus, Shadowblade, BKB, like, rapier all day.
Yeah. And yeah, there's, I guess, only Nature's Prophet would now be a target that you would not want to see a rapier in. But Joel, as you said, has been picked off constantly lately. And he is gonna get picked off once again, so they don't really need to fear anybody right now that would have a rapier, as they also take down the next assassin again. And it looks like BZZ is gonna be popping his Ghost Scepter, at least that will help out. Overgrowth will allow Vanscourt to also back out. Actually
They
puts
need to be careful
Wagamama in
not
the
to
bear.
lose this first bear.
Yeah. That actually hurts a lot. Well, there goes Dread, boat coming in. You can't run from X mark to spot, Dread. I think you should have learned that by now. But at least he stays alive. Tower is gonna be almost dead though.
Yeah,
Gonna turn
Waga
into a
used his
pickler.
resummon on the bear though, so they need to get this now, otherwise it's just gonna be back in full health again.
Yeah, and they get it. Rex are gonna be the next target. Rob's
This
trying to
bear
see what
does
he can.
way too much damage at this point.
Rob's gonna get well, gonna get Rexed. Rox get Rexed for the second time. Only one lane of Rex down. I have to say though, I admire RoX still finding on in this game. Who says European teams call GG way too early?
I don't know, do people say that?
Yes, they do. But it's mostly Asian teams that say that.
Oh, alright.
Oh, Gav, he's actually in a lot of trouble. BZZ has it out for him, and he gets him as well. Revenge, he says. Revenge. And this time Kev doesn't have buyback, because he already used that, I believe. Yeah, he has it on cooldown for another 35 seconds. Courier. Gonna be the
There's
verdict
Sing's
there.
rapier.
There is Sing's rapier. Yol's gonna be get picked off, though. There needs to be people left to kill.
He's still alive, Yol got out, and that's really big, because he didn't have buyback, he just used it. If he goes down, that's pretty much game over. Not that it's particularly close right now anyways.
Look at BGZ, he is trying to do what he can to save solo here. Rockets fly, Martial Machines fly, Nature Prophet Ultimate flying in. Actually, the supports go very low, but it doesn't matter. Mechanism there. And Sing is gonna get called to Jarix now as well. Everybody back on top, apart from Kev, of course, who is still dead. And let the party for last set of Rex begin, I'd say.
Alright, well, Wagamama hasn't built anything yet. He's 500 gold off of Rapier. Do we need to get 2? I think we need 2. I think you're not sure you can win until you have 2 Rapiers,
But the
right?
fact is, like, his bear has been dying.
Yeah,
And if the bear dies, and the bear is carrying the rapier, rapier
just bring
dies.
it back up, it's fine. It'll be fine.
You just resummon your bear and pick up the rapier that just fell on the floor.
Yeah, it'll
That
be
would
fine.
that would actually work if you're fast enough, which you're probably not going to be, depending on
You
how
could
dead
just
the
let
opponents
you
are.
could just let them pick it up, and then you can kill whoever picked it up, and then Sing can have 2 Rapiers.
True.
Since you have to break the control.
You know, that
otherwise-
might be their plan.
I don't think they have a plan at this point. It's just push into the tower.
Just end the game.
Yeah, it's way out of RoX.KiS' efficiency, like 40k experience lead.
Yeah, and this is starting to get real painful. The bear is taking a ton of damage as well. Will actually go down here, probably. No. Yes. Bear dies. Mid lane, mini, disruption, jumping in. Soul Catcher as well, gets a hook in though. Gets a bit of mana burned as well by the cogs, but not gonna be able to get any, well, anything out of that one for Dread at least. It is Solo that still goes down. Kev, of course, once again, boat doesn't hit anything, but I don't think they really care. We do have Yol still alive, split pushing bottom lane. Tier 1 tower finally went down. Yay. But, you know, his base is kind of going down. Ooh, turns the bear into a pivot again. Well, I am not too sure what RoX can still do right now. As we have BCD actually buying back I really, RoX holds on, you know?
I mean, they're doing their best, they're doing everything they can, but barracks are gone now.
They do not want to give QPAD an easy way out of this. And Mini actually gonna be in a lot of trouble here. Might still go down. He does go down. Kev goes down as well. That's 2 kills for RoX, but it is in the end probably gonna be 4 kills for QPAD. Zingo He has a rapier. He doesn't have a rapier anymore. A rapier is on the floor. Solo will want it.
Yeah, use the smoke. Pop that smoke to pick up the rapier.
Yep. But RoX still popped the GGG, but they have a rapier now. You can take this.
No, they want to end the game with the rapier. They want it in Solo's inventory when the game ends. Oh, no.
Ah, well, they called it GG. Solo will still lose the rapier. Rapier in the base of enemy. Jarix will try to... No, don't do that, Jarix.
Pick it up.
Don't do it. The tree has it. He's gonna keep him here.
This tree hits very
Is there
hard.
more rapiers on the floor?
Radiant's ancient.
It feels like there is. Where's the lone druid? Where's Wagamama? Where's the bear? Oh, God, I see the bear. Oh well.
Alright.
Okay, well that was only the first game of all the games of tonight. We are gonna be seeing 4 games in total. This was QPANDAs versus RoX. We're gonna see RoX again versus OSG, then QPAD versus Power Rangers, then Power Rangers versus 4FC. If you're not familiar with Power Rangers or with OSG, I will tell you OSG is actually the team that managed to go through the Pro Series and made it into the Star Series and actually put up a really good show against Fnatic last Sunday. Weren't able to take the game, but did show that they deserve to be in Star Series. And Power Rangers have done the show match, of course, for Tech Labs last Saturday morning, and with the best out of 3 against Na'Vi. They managed to take 1 game and had 1 game very close. So, of course, they lost the best out of 3 in the end, as you can tell by my well, how I say this. And well, yeah, you should be looking forward to these games, especially QPAD versus Power Rangers. Both teams are going to probably be very aggressive. RoX versus OSG is going to be coming up next, though. I am Sheever. I'm casting together with Kanaz today. If you want to follow Kanaz, check out his Twitch on twitch.tv/KanazTA, and check out his Twitter at KanazDota. And check out my stream right where you're watching right now. Ooh. And my Twitter on twitter.com/SheeverGaming. We'll jump ourselves into the next game, though. Stick around. More StarLadder, more Dota 2 coming your way very soon.
Season 6 of the legendary StarLadder TV series. 16 top European teams, 120 season matches plus an epic LAN final voiced by your favorite shoutcasters. Watch the StarLadder TV matches using your Dota 2 client. Get an exclusive StarLadder HUD. Tickets on sale now.